Previous hearings on big tech have not produced a lot. Elderly senators who can't manage to send their own text messages, wagging their fingers in the face of sneering billionaire tech oligarchs from San Francisco, all of whom seem to understand that no matter what happens inside the hearing room, they'll get to continue doing whatever they want to do because they've got all the money. We've seen that a number of times. It seems pointless. In fact, it seems insulting to the rest of us. And in the end, today's hearings may prove just as pointless. We'll find out. But for one brief moment today, you got the feeling that maybe actual progress was being made. Maybe the good guys might not be entirely lame. That moment came when Senator Josh Hawley asked Mark Zuckerberg, the CEO of Facebook, about an internal tool that his company has developed called Censura. Hawley knew about Censura because a whistleblower told him, and he told him how it works. Facebook employees use Censura to spy on users, even when those users are not using Facebook. Censura gives Facebook access to troves of personal data, including the pages users visit and the accounts they have linked to Facebook. You didn't know about this because all of it happens in secret. It's probably not even legal. So today at the hearings, Josh Hawley confronted Mark Zuckerberg about this. And here's how it went.
Censura is a tool that Facebook uses to track its users, not just on Facebook, but across the entire internet. Censura tracks different profiles that a user visits, their message recipients, their linked accounts, the pages they visit around the web. Mr. Zuckerberg, how many accounts in the United States have been subject to review and shut down through Censura?
Senator, I do not know because I'm not actually familiar with the name of that tool. I'm sure that we have tools that help us with our platform and community integrity work. But I am not familiar with that name.
Do you have a tool that does exactly what I've described and that you can see here over my shoulder? Or are you saying that that doesn't exist?
Senator, I'm saying that I'm not familiar with it.
I'm not familiar with it, Senator. But hold on a second, Mark Zuckerberg. You run the company. You started it. And Censura sounds like a pretty big deal. Are you saying that Censura doesn't exist? Well, no. It turns out that's not what they're saying. Just hours ago, a Facebook spokesperson admitted to Fox News that Censura is indeed real. And according to that spokesperson, Censura is, quote, used to centralize and aid investigations into complex subjects like coordinated inauthentic behavior, end quote. Coordinated inauthentic behavior. Hard to pronounce. You may never have heard of it. It's otherwise known as astroturfing. That's the process of creating fake grassroots political movements, sometimes by foreign governments. It's something the left claims to be very concerned about. In other words, Censura is yet another long-term consequence of the Russia hoax. So Adam Schiff gets hysterical about Vladimir Putin, and then Facebook gets to spy on you without your knowledge and then sell the data they gather. Perfect. But somehow Mark Zuckerberg, who runs the company, said he had no idea it was going on. And Censura wasn't the only secret internal data gathering tool that Zuckerberg claimed to be ignorant of. Senator Hawley also asked him about another internal Facebook program called Tasks. According to Senator Hawley's whistleblowers, Tasks allows Facebook's censorship teams to, quote, communicate with their counterparts at Twitter and Google, and then enter those companies' suggestions for censorship onto the Task platform so that Facebook can then follow up with them and effectively coordinate their censorship efforts. Got that? They're all in it together. The tech companies amount to a censorship cartel. Mark Zuckerberg did not deny this. Instead, he conceded it would be, quote, probably pretty normal for people to talk to their peers in the industry. And so, yes, it is all real. Silicon Valley acts as one. The tech oligarchs join forces to censor their political opponents. You may be one of them.